Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Last episode, we went through the rest of this path of level 13, and got the remaining materials we needed to hand to the Vithrak. We gave it over to them. They're happy. Things are alright. And, well, it seems like we may be about to find Audnua. We've unlocked a door, there was a guardian here, and now we've got the stairs here. Let's see what we have on the next floor. I don't know what we'll find, but we might be able to deal with it, whatever is down here. I don't know if it's the master. We'll find out soon. Small floor.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Let's see what we find. Ah, is this stairway back up? It is. All the way down here, level 14. Way deep down. Okay, at least we found a way to get down to this floor easily. There's a body there. Main central area, it seems. Seems like this might be all that is here. And a lot of bodies.
Something over there.
Quickness. Ooh, extra attack speed. That's pretty nice. Looks like there's only one thing we'll be able to interact with. And that's this in the center. Oh, hello. The shade emerges like a wound in the world, split open to reveal a hollow darkness. Beneath a writhing crown of shadow lies a gleaming mask, bearing the visage of an older man. The silver face turns towards you, features cold and still. From within the sockets of the mask's eyes, guttering fires emit their eerie light.
Who are you?
Oh.
Would you abandon your king? Take up your sword! To battle! The enemy has come!
His voice seems to reverberate through the chamber. The mask's eyes burn with sudden new light, even as the room around you seems to grow darker. I am Laniara. I have come in search of the master below.
Then you are no lost soul of mine. No soldier. I have no power over you. But neither have you found your quarry, for before you is Audnua, king in life of a great people, master now of nothing.
You built the endless paths.
The endless paths. 1,000 hands toiled to create it. But it was my voice, my will, that directed them. The great work of our age.
Or it would have been, if they had only allowed me to finish. If they understood that from such rotted foundations could emerge wondrous achievement, that the same curse I sought to cure afflicted them in turn. That my son might, from one moment to the next, be lost to me is abomination. His voice thickens with grief, reverberating through the chamber. He wants only that I should be proud of him. How can a father convince his son that he might accomplish nothing and still be the light of his life? How, if he is gone? So many hours and days spent wondering. If I had been there but a moment earlier, if I had stopped him from leaving that morning, if I had only known that I would never see him again.
Lost. Treading these endless paths, these regrets, with him forever moving out of reach, into some darker place, away from me. Have they loved nothing in all their lives? Lost nothing? wives, husbands, children. Might I not show them then the agony of it?
Odd Nua's shade shudders, and the very shape of him seems to warp and twist. The tines of his dark crown grow long, and the surface of his mask ripples like molten metal. I understand your grief, but why all this? It did not start so. How could it? I was mad with grief. I summoned workers, mages, servants. We plunged headlong into our quest. I could not see for tears. And at first, nothing. Feeble efforts, false starts, days of nothing, and all the while I was certain I was losing time. I gave permission that we should try new methods, that we should bolster our knowledge with the soul. And with these barbarous acts, we began at last to learn, to find the edges of that veil. My people told me they could find my son, but still we had not the means of extracting him safe, intact. And at last, when the discovery was at hand, we were betrayed. All that we had paid for, the lives lost, the taint upon our souls, all for nothing. They destroyed the Titan, cleaved him from his roots.
I will never see him again. Even in death, we have been more wholly separated than if I had never known him. He will have forgotten me. Have I not paid? Have they not cost me all I had?
Perhaps your son's spirit still remains here somewhere. You think the possibility does not rule my thoughts? I have been bound as surely as if they had intended it. It is an irony I have reflected upon for longer than you have walked the world. And now you think to counsel me? You are trapped here by your own grief. That is... No. I have tried to leave this place. I would go to my son. I would let nothing stop me. You are lying. The soul is here. They're all trapped within a moment. They cannot free themselves. It is the same with you. No!
No!
Oh.
It is not my doing. It cannot be so simple. I will drive the invaders from the halls. I will go down those final steps, and there, finish my great work. None will stop me.
You lose yourself each time you try to leave. Don't you see? Lose. Am I to lose all that remains when I have already spent an eternity in regret? You think to fool me. It's not a loss, only a path to something new. The dark shape of Odd Nua's specter shudders and heaves. The air around you grows cold until frost has begun to form on the tiles. The shadows seem to draw light to themselves, threatening to plunge you into darkness. And
end, then. At last.
And then, at last, the growing embers of Odd Nua's eyes gutter, dimming. His form seems to unravel, darkness ceding away to frail light, and then fading entirely.
Boros.
And Odd Nua is dealt with. All that remains is the Master below. Oh, goody. Taxes collected. Oh, and we completed this, and we get... Celebrant's Gloves. Chance to cast Holy Meditation when hit or critically hit, and ability area of effect. Not the most useful for me. I mean, it's a thing, but... Let me drop a save before we go into the next floor. Alright. Down we shall go. We'll see what we find. The Master below must be here. What we will find... What it is, I'm not certain. But it'll be risky. And we have some Zaurips here. Really? Zaurips this far down? I mean, okay then. They're gonna die real easily. We've killed more dangerous foes. Warm air pulses through the aperture. We see anything from here? Oh, this seems to be the bottom of the statue, so there's that. More of these Zaurips.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. And we come down to here. More Zaurips down here. Easily slain. Again. And even more! There we go. What was that I just heard? Sounded like something, but... Another stairway going down.
I was wondering where the rest of him was.
Yep, we found a foot. Insert foot fetish joke here. The stairs ahead have crumbled away, leaving you at the edge of a dark pit. You'll have to proceed down carefully, and climbing back up may be difficult. Well, I'm gonna try a save here. This is gonna be risky. Alright, let's go down. Your progress is slow as the rocks shift precariously under your grip and footing, but you are able to maintain your handhold. You pick your way carefully down the craggy walls and piled stones and eventually find yourself at the bottom. Nothing else back here. Let's see what we got here. Oh! From under a cloak of gloomy shadow, lit only by the sickly hues of the Adra statue, emerges what can only be a dragon. Vibrant, living Adra plates its hide, and the movement of its great joints is like the grinding of boulders. The dragon stretches itself up to its full height, its horns looming like towers, and then it lowers its head, turning a sharp and intelligent gaze upon you. Merla, is there no end to it?
Here you are, nearly at the heart of the world. What a journey you have made.
In a rumbling, lilting cadence of growls and hisses, the dragon speaks. Its teeth gleam like ivory spears. You are the master below.
Yes, the master below. You have found her. Kadnua is mine, as is all that lies beneath it.
A laugh like rolling thunder echoes through the caverns. You hear the clatter of debris as stones shake loose from far above.
How fortunate you are to learn such well-guarded secrets. All it has cost you is your life.
So you are the one they spoke of all this time.
In a fashion. Think on it. How many hundreds of souls killed by fawning Zaurips, or devoured by trolls? Dashed against sealed doors, dragged screaming into dark pits by spiders. All to see what you have seen. A gate into the past. The history of a fallen people. The haunted treasures of a mad king. The final monument of a distraught father, an old man weeping in the dark. And each and every man and woman that falls comes here, to this place, to me.
What is this place?
All that remains of a dead man's greatest wish. A grand memorial, or merely a sorry little tomb. More than Ardnua's precious son are buried here, of course. Many more. It is where the Ardra veins converge, before descending into the hollows of the world.
That is what you all calls you all down here in the end, though it lies now beyond reach. Do you feel it, now that you are so close? That pull towards transformation? I have claimed Cadnua. I cannot let you threaten the keep. No, of course not. Tell me, did you stride nobly down the steps of your fine castle, determined to save the day?
I have seen your Cadnua. Have seen it rise and fall and rise again. Is it still rubble and weeds, or have you made more of it?
I was here before the Aedirans raised a single stone. I am older than the steps which led you here. I am bound to this sorry memorial, and you are no more master of it than you are of me. But you are the only one to have come so far. I cannot allow you to leave, not now that you have seen this place. I am more than a match for you, dragon. Fight me and you will die here.
Your soul does burn bright, it is true. I expect you will have an interesting tale or two to tell me once you have joined the chorus.
The dragon rears its head, nostrils flaring, and moves towards you, jaws agape. This is going to be dangerous. Get out what spells you can. There's not much you guys can do. But try. It's immune to some of the things we're hitting it with. Oh look, it's got a few times. Oh my god! Well, I can honestly say I didn't see that coming.
Let's go.
We need to use more dangerous spells. And probably spread out. Give me a moment. Okay, let's see what else can happen here. Maybe there's another conversation I can try.
Here you are, nearly at the heart
Okay,
of the
let's
world.
see.
Yes.
You are the master
How
below.
fortunate you are to learn inner
You are the one they
fact
spoke
again,
of.
and each and every
What
all
is
that
this
remains.
place? I have claimed I cannot let you threaten it. You said you are bound here. You know what power lies within the soul. Everything here, living or dead, knows it, feeds on it, thrives on it. I fed upon Ardnua's slaves while they toiled, and then, once I had grown, upon the Titan and the living veins of the world. To go from a single feeble intelligence to hearing the voices of hundreds. Perhaps that sounds familiar to you. The statue survives, in part, as do I. We are much changed, the both of us. She raises Ardra-laden wings, raised above you like a second ceiling. Nothing can feed upon the souls of thousands and remain the same. You feed on the statue. With the fall of the Anguithans, the statue has come to hold the souls of its time and of the eras since. And in consuming it, I have gained what power and knowledge these fleeting lives provide. Every clumsy explorer, every mercenary and adventurer, their souls drift down, and some are caught here in what remains of Ard Nua's Titan. Any single soul is but a trifle of corpse, raindrops in the desert. Ard Nua said that the Ingwithans cut the statue off from the Adra veins. So he was not yet all mad. I have whiled away a year or more playing part in his visions, but he spoke true. The Titan is only a vessel, and in time it will be empty. The river that fed it once now lies far below, out of reach, save to the dead. What will you do when the Adra is gone? What indeed? Am I to dig my way free? Follow your tracks up and out of this place? There is a rumbling growl underlying the dragon's speech. Already the Titan is not as it once was. I have a few centuries yet before the remainder has lost its power, and then I will starve. But that hardly helps you here and now. So you are trapped here. I came into this place as a hatchling. I was yet small and my wings light. You will note that I have grown. The dragon stamps one mighty foot upon the earth, and the ground quakes. So too has the Adra weighed me down. But I am not wholly trapped, no. The mind wanders, and like your ciphers I can cast myself beyond the limits of my bones. Only my reach is far greater than theirs. All that has happened since Ard Nua's fall I have witnessed firsthand. The fall of cities, the death of languages, war, pestilence, the mundane lives of farmers and kings alike. Entire days I have lingered in the low consciousness of people 100 leagues apart. But in time, always the body calls.
And here I return. The endless tide of treasure hunters. Ard Nua's sorrow. I have observed 100 lives upon the surface, and all are dear to me. But the flesh reigns.
There's not much Adra left. No, and in time I, like all who walked these paths, will die as well. Is there no way to free you?
Do you mean to dig me free? There may be a way, if you are willing. I cannot send the whole of my soul afield, not at once. But if you were to take something of mine past the boundaries of this place, I could obtain a new living vessel. A body with which I might wander the world, as you do.
How would this be done? There is an old amulet given me by the Zaurips, with a talisman of Adra as might match my scales. Such tokens provide a grounding point, and if you could find the vessel that might hold a soul as powerful as mine. It is a matter of transferring my soul, first into this small portion of Adra, and then into some adequate body. The meat of me dies here, but I will live in another form. A vessel, so I would have to kill someone. Weaken, not kill, but yes, someone of sufficient power that my soul will not burn their flesh to cinders. I have observed such a person in my journeys. There is a dragon hunter, Falenrod, who has girded her soul against such threats. I would be lying, human, if I said I did not also enjoy the irony of it. She lingers at the shrine of Galawain within the scorched forest, the Black Meadow. Perhaps she means to rekindle that fading sense of memory. What is to be my reward for this? The death of this form in time, your life, and what wealth I can give you. But what will you do in this new body? The dragon looks up toward the dark upper reaches of the cavern. I know not. Live out a final story. Everything which occurs to me once I am free. I will help you.
Then take the amulet. You will need to convince her by some means to place the amulet about her neck. With that conduit between us, I will have the means to displace her soul and gain my freedom.
But first you must return to the place where you slew your predecessor. Set that scale upon the Titan's hand, and I will then move my soul within it, once you are out of reach.
Know this, I will not be easily betrayed, nor will mere stone contain me if I do not wish it.
Place the amulet upon the Adra statue's hand. Right. Well, I certainly could do that. The Adra is so smooth that you can barely feel the marks of a chisel. A corpse with the Disappointer. Hold on. What did that say? Terrible? Ooh, Shroud of Mourning. +3 resolve, damage reduction. Nice. But we've already got a good one. Sorry, what was that weapon? Terrible. -8 accuracy and -33% damage. Wow. The Disappointer was touted as a powerful, reliable weapon, but it has consistently failed every single one of its unfortunate owners. This is a terrible weapon that disappoints anyone who uses it. The gun appears well made at first glance, but closer scrutiny reveals poor design and shoddy craftsmanship. Those who aren't fooled by its appearance still occasionally attempt to use it, just to see if maybe the whole thing was made to look this way as an elaborate ruse, hoping that it is an artifact of extreme power, crafted by a master who desired to conceal its remarkable nature. It wasn't, and it isn't. That's hilarious. That is quite hilarious. Anyway. What I'm going to say is... Okay. The Adra toenail is as hard and smooth as a steel tower shield. What I was going to say is that... While we could do this for her...
Mind your step, little thief.
Right, not going that way. But yes, while we could do that, we're going to see a Dragon Slayer. I think we might be able to make use of her. But that'll be in the next episode, because I'm going to have to end this episode here. It's gone on long enough. Next episode, we deal with this Dragon Slayer and deal with this Adra Dragon. Very powerful, very dangerous, but we'll see what we can do. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Cheswick44, also known as Falai. That is Laniara, Palagina, Kana, Durance, the Grieving Mother, and Sagani. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, and I shall see you all next time.